Hi, welcome to Moina Bass Fishes. I'm Jim Moina. We are talking about, in this video, the first day of the 2023 MLF Toyota Series Tournament on SamRayburn. Boy, I caught a ton of fish today, but the common theme amongst most guys is, how do you get the size? Only a few guys got the size. I'm currently sitting in 55th place. I got to do better tomorrow so that I can climb up in the points and fish on the third day, because on the third day only the top 25 fish. So what I'd like to do is it's probably going to take about 15 pounds for me to make the top 25 right now, because I had 10 pounds 15 ounces. 25th place right now, I believe, was like 13 2 or 3 or 4. So the cut line's probably going to end up right about 26, and which means I need 15 pounds tomorrow. How am I going to do that? Well, good question, because I had one place where I caught a 6-pounder in practice. That was a hard bottom deep spot. And I had one other hard bottom deep spot where I caught one that was probably a little over 5. Else I caught there was a 2-pounder. The other place where I caught the 6, I caught nothing. So, I don't know. That's, and my entire practice was, almost the whole thing was spent deep. And what I learned is I didn't find the right deep spots, because there's brush piles all over out here. If you've got a Lowrance HDS live unit, or any high caliber piece of electronics with side scanning, it's super easy to find these brush piles. A lot of the predictable places, there is one. So I literally got hundreds of them marked out here. Fished a ton of them in practice, and most brush piles I caught nothing except crappies, and and only a handful of, or maybe a little spotted bass, and only a handful of brush piles did I ever catch a keeper largemouth. And the biggest one out of all those brush piles, the biggest largemouth was like maybe a 2.5 pounder, 2 3/4 at best. So, so what I discovered on the last day of practice was, I didn't really discover it the last day, but because I did fish some hydrilla, some grass beds, throughout practice, just here and there. But the last day of practice, I really discovered I could catch a lot of fish out there with finesse tactics. Problem was, so I did a lot of that today, and that's how I ended up catching most of the fish I weighed, was out in the grass beds. But man, I couldn't break 2.25 pounds. My biggest maybe 2.5. Maybe I had a 10-pound 15-ounce total, so maybe the biggest was 2.5, maybe. And it was just, caught a lot of undersized fish. The minimum size is 14 inches. Caught a lot of them undersized, under that. Caught a lot, then I caught just a lot of fish in the 14 to 16 inch range that were, maybe 15 keepers. So and throughout practice, I just struggled catching a quality fish out of hydrilla. So tomorrow, the plan is, the little bit that I have fished bushes, cypress trees, and hay grass, the little bit that I've done that, I've actually had a much higher percentage of catching a decent fish, meaning like a 2.5 to 3 pounder. So I did some retooling after I got back to my campsite here. Quite a bit, actually. In fact, so much that it was well past dark when I got done, and right now it's past 11 o'clock shooting this video. So put a lot of effort into retooling, meaning re-rigging a bunch of rods, and it's pretty much gonna be an all-out assault on cypress trees, hay grass, and bushes tomorrow. So, and if I just can happen to come along the right, I mean, the goal is to get 15 pounds, and I think after everything I've seen, that's my best shot right now. And who knows? And then the thing is, anywhere you throw a cast out here on SamRayburn, you could pop like a 9-pounder. So there's always that. I mean, the top, well, just put it in perspective. There's 135 anglers. Like I said, I'm 55th with 10 pounds, 15 ounces. There were only, I think it was 11 bags that were over 15 pounds. There are 4 bags over 20, with 27 being the biggest catch. And you just know, I mean, they just have to be coming out of some deep water somewhere. But like I said, man, I looked and I looked and I searched and I fished brush piles and more brush piles and never came up with a quality, any quality of fish and brush piles. Like I said, the 2 big bites I had in practice were on they're like in 15 foot of water on just hard spots, which I fished both of those places today and only had one like 14.5 incher to show for it. So, all right, so tomorrow, yeah, it's all out of salt on that kind of stuff. So when I say that kind of stuff, hay grass, cypress trees, flooded bushes. So where I'm going to go, I don't even know. Just going to have to randomly pick somewhere. So, I mean, that's how it is. Just got to go out and plunk around and bumble and stumble my way into a 15-pound catch or bigger tomorrow. So anyways, let's see. Yeah, I guess that's about all I really have to say for tonight. So you'll probably see this video. This video will probably post tomorrow morning. And the weigh-in is streamed live on MajorLeagueFishing.com. So you can always check that out. And that's like 2:30 Central Time is when that starts. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and I'm pretty sure I'll do better tomorrow. Just how much better is the only thing. Anyways, over.